period because of the attachment of lesser momentum and round ligament divided into four lobes. Left at the left of the momentum attachment and ligament trace. Right lobe at the right of the cava inferior and gallbladder, and quadrate between gallbladder trace ligament anterior than the porta hepatis. Caudate lobe posterior than the portal hepatis, at the left of the cava inferior, at the right of the attachment of lesser. Now, if we look carefully, immediately you say me, sorry, at the left lobe, look here, at the left lobe, these made a continuous line. I say yes. At the right side, these two being separated by these pulses. What is the name of this process? I say because this process is a part of the, what lobe was this? Caudate lobe that joined to the right lobe. This one should be caudate process, isn't it? Caudate process. But then you ask me, could you please tell us about these process here, this finger-like process that you can see behind of the porta hepatis? I say this one is papillary process. Papillary means like finger, something that like the nipple. Okay, papillary process. So, caudate lobe has two parts: caudate process and papillary process. Don't mix these two things, different things to each other. Caudate lobe, caudate process. Caudate lobe, caudate process. Now, I want to tell you something. Can you remember this orifice was veins through foramen. Veins through foramen anteriorly reach to the hepatoduodenal ligament. Yes, free margin of the lesser omentum. Posteriorly, it located on the cava inferior. And if I push my finger superiorly, reach to the caudate process. Inferiorly, means to foramen, reach to inferior. Duodenum. Because that was hepatoduodenal ligament attached to the duodenum, and so here the above reach to
the caudate
process. Caudate, not lobe. Caudate process. So this caudate process made the roof of foramen veins loop. Posterior of the foramen veins loop we have inferior. Look here, it's so easy. This one is caudate process and this one is
vena cava.
Cava inferior. Now, again, you ask me, look to the visceral and posterior part of the liver. Why this part of the liver not covering by the peritoneum? I say because in fetal life, as I mentioned you and Dr. Hamidi told you, the liver growth is a endodermal process that grows between two layers of the ventral mesogastrium. Yes? And it take part to, and in some part, it's made by septum transfer. Do you know septum transfer?
Yes.
It's diaphragm. It's made diaphragm. So, because of the firmly attachment of the liver to the diaphragm, this part, the peritoneum cannot cover that part. So at that part, at this line, is reflected on the diaphragm. Is clear?
Yes.
Imagine this is a lever attached to the diaphragm. This one is diaphragm. So if I want to pass my hands back up this, because of the attachment, it cannot go up. So here reflect and come down. This reflection make the coronary ligament. We have two coronary ligaments in this one. This one is inferior coronary ligament, and that one is superior coronary ligament. Let me to show you here. Please look here. This is the coronary ligament superior, coronary ligament inferior. These two, when I follow the superior and inferior coronary ligament to the right, they join to each other and make this. This one is right triangle. Right triangle what?
Ligaments.
And when I follow the superior and inferior coronary ligament, they have different fate. Let me to review. What I say to you, because of the attachment of the liver firmly to the diaphragm, when the peritoneum cover anterior surface and visceral part, then when reach to the posterior surface, because of this attachment, should be reflected. Yes?
Yeah.
When we follow this reflection, the superior one and inferior one has a different fate. I mean, the inferior one goes to the left, as this line that I show you, cross the upper part of the right kidney, and then cross the cava inferior. Is clear?
Yes.
And then it reaches to the left of the cava inferior, is going up, because this layer wants to meet the upper one.
Yes.
What happened? It's very important because I have a lot of questions that I ask you for final exam about of this part. Look here. When we remove the liver was attached here. When we remove the liver from the right triangle, the inferior coronary ligament going left like this, cross the diaphragm, cross the kidney, upper part of the kidney, and then when reach to the cava inferior, cross the anterior surface of this, and then at the left of the cava going up. Why it should be go up? Because one, to meet the upper layer.
Yeah.
Look to the upper layer from the right triangle. Again, it's cross the diaphragm, going to the left, cross the cava, and directly reach to the falciform ligament. Can you imagine falciform ligament? Yes, it's easy. Falciform ligament. It's from this part reach to the falciform ligament. So, here, take part to making the falciform ligament. The left part of the falciform ligament goes to the left and again make a reflection back to the right because wants to meet the inferior layer. So on the way of this meeting, they have or they reach to the esophagus. So cover the esophagus. Yes? And then reach to the anterior surface of the stomach, and this one goes cover the posterior. These two layer again make the lesser omentum attached to the liver. Is clear? Now I want to make a cut through the esophagus and duodenum and remove the stomach to follow the posterior attachment of these two layers. Again, let me do very quickly review this. From the right triangle, the superior coronary cross the diaphragm, cross the cava, and then join to the right leaf of the falciform ligament. The inferior coronary cross the diaphragm, cross the upper pole of the kidney, and then when it cross the cava inferiore wants to join to the other layer. So it should go up and then reflecting to the left. When reflecting to the left, taking part to cover the esophagus and then take part the inferior layer of lesser omentum. Look here, the left lip of the falciform ligament when reach to the diaphragm, posterior than the liver, going to the left like this and make a reflection that this reflection has a name. We told this right triangle. So this one
Left triangle.
when it take part to D to making the left triangle, then trying to meet the right lip of the lesser omentum. So again, cover the stomach and then continuing to reach to the liver. Sorry. Oh, okay, this one. Look here. In this picture, he remove liver, stomach, spleen, transverse colon, all parts of the small intestine and all parts of the large intestine. So, just we have a look to the posterior wall of the abdomen and all parts that being covered by all of these elements that is removed. So, look here, when these two layers, I mean the left one, make the left triangle, and then back to the right to meeting the right lip, these two join to each other and cover the esophagus. And then cover the stomach, and finally, from the stomach, attach to the diaphragm to make gastrophrenic ligament. Then reach to the kidney, make the lieno-renal ligament, and then join to the transverse colon. So here again, face to the duodenum, cover the duodenum. It's clear?
Yes.
So all of these part that I mentioned you is the bed of the stomach or bursa omentally. And here, this orifice, I mean behind of this element is the foramen viscum. As I mentioned you, the posterior wall of the foramen viscum made by cava inferior. This is the cava inferior. Anterior one by the hepatoduodenal ligament. This is the hepatoduodenal ligament. I'm sorry, I got to is very fast. Next time we will review, okay? I'm waiting for you to find a free time to have an extra class and then one more extra practical class to review all of this, okay? It still remains the artery that I will teach you.